Have you ever heard someone say, I just need to lose this belly fat? Or maybe you've heard someone talking about brown fat on social media and thought, wait a minute, I thought fat was just fat. Well, today we're clearing up one of the biggest misconceptions about body fat. Because here's the truth. Not all body fat is created equal. Some types actually help the body. Some simply store energy. And one type deserves a little more attention because of how it can affect your health after 40. So let's talk about it. Hey, welcome to Weight Talk Thursdays. I'm Dr. Kisha Pickford, a nurse practitioner and a hormone-informed metabolic and weight loss strategist. And I'm also someone who's still on a weight loss and wellness journey after losing more than 130 pounds. And every Thursday, we take one topic about women's health after 40 and break it down into practical, understandable information you can actually use. So grab your favorite drink and let's talk. I remember years ago thinking fat was fat. If I could just lose enough of it or enough weight, everything would be fine. But during my own weight loss journey, and especially as I got older, I realized my body was changing. Where I carried weight changed, how quickly I lost weight changed, even how my clothes fit changed. And as a nurse practitioner, I understand the science, but as a woman, I had to live it. And that's why I want us to understand what our bodies are actually doing. Not because knowledge alone changes us, but because understanding helps us make better decisions. So first, let's answer the question, what is fat? Many people think body fat is just extra weight we need to get rid of, but that's not how our bodies work. Fat is actually an organ. It stores energy, cushions our organs, helps keeps us warm, and even produces hormones and signaling chemicals that communicate with other parts of the body. We need body fat to survive. The goal isn't to eliminate it, but to have the right amount in the right places. So let's talk fat. The first type of fat I call the good heater, brown fat. Brown fat gets its color because it's packed with mitochondria, the tiny energy factories inside our cells. Those mitochondria contain iron, which gives brown fat its darker appearance. Think of brown fat as your body's space heater. Instead of storing calories, brown fat burns calories to generate heat. Babies have a lot of brown fat because they can't regulate body temperature very well. Adults still have some, usually around the neck and upper back, but much less. Researchers continue to study brown fat because people with more active brown fat may burn a little more energy throughout the day. But I don't want you to think that this is a magic solution for weight loss because it's not. The important takeaway is this: not all fat behaves the same. The next type of fat is the energy storager, white fat. White fat is the type most of us have the most of. Its main job is to store extra energy for later, kind of like your body's savings account. When you eat more energy than your body needs, white fat stores it. When you need energy later, your body can draw from these stores. White fat also cushions organs, helps insulate your body, and produces hormones like leptin that help regulate appetite and energy balance. So white fat isn't bad. It becomes a concern when we have more than our bodies need, especially if it's accumulating deep inside the abdomen. The next fat is the pinchable fat, subcutaneous fat, and it sits just beneath your skin. If you pinch the back of your arm, your thigh, or around your waist, you're mostly feeling subcutaneous fat. Many women dislike it because it's the fat we can see in the mirror or feel where our clothes fit differently. But from a health standpoint, subcutaneous fat is generally less concerning than visceral fat. It can be frustrating cosmetically, but it's not automatically the type of fat that strongly links to chronic disease. The final fat to mention is the hidden fat, and that's visceral fat. It's different because you can't pinch it. It's stored deeper inside the abdomen around important organs like our liver, pancreas, and intestines. Unlike subcutaneous fat, visceral fat is metabolically active in a way that can contribute to inflammation. It releases substances that can affect how our bodies respond to insulin, regulate blood sugar, manage cholesterol, and influence blood pressure. That's one reason excess visceral fat is associated with an increased risk of conditions like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, fatty liver disease, and metabolic syndrome. And this is why, as your nurse practitioner, I'm more interested in improving your overall metabolic health than helping you chase a certain clothing size. So, with all of that information, what can we do? Well, here's the encouraging news. You can't tell your body exactly where to lose fat first, but you can create an environment that supports healthier body composition over time. And here are a few healthy habits you can start to create a supportive environment. Number one, prioritize protein to help preserve muscle and support fullness. Number two, strength train at least 2 to 3 times a week if you're able. Number three, walk consistently, especially after meals when possible. Number four, eat more fiber from vegetables, fruits, legumes, and whole grains to support gut and metabolic health. Number five, protect your sleep. Poor sleep can make it harder to manage hunger and stay consistent. And number six, manage stress with realistic practices such as prayer, deep breathing, journaling, or quiet time. Choosing just one of these healthy habits can make a world of difference when it comes to improving your health and well-being. Now, let's do a quick myth or fact. And the question, doing hundreds of crunches will burn belly fat. And that's a myth. Crunches strengthen your abdominal muscles, which is great for posture and core strength, but they don't tell your body where to burn fat. Fat loss happens throughout the body based on genetics, hormones, overall nutrition, activity, and other factors, not by exercising one body part. Now, we've covered a lot today, and if there's one thing I want you to remember is this: stop focusing on bad fat. Start focusing on building a healthier body. Your body isn't the enemy. It's responding to years of habits, hormones, stress, sleep, and nutrition. Small, consistent changes really do matter. This week, we have a simple challenge to go along with our talk, and it is measure your waist. Not to criticize yourself, but to create a baseline. Then choose one habit from today's episode to focus on for this week. Not 6, just 1. Small changes become lasting results. If today's episode helped you realize that there's more to belly fat than just calories, and you're tired of guessing what's holding you back, I'd love to help you more. My root cause weight loss and wellness audit is designed to look beyond the scale. Together, we'll explore your nutrition, sleep, stress, movement, gut health, and daily habits to identify what's influencing your progress and create a personalized plan. Or if you're just beginning your journey, my book, The Wait is Over, is another great place to start. You'll find the link to both of these options in the episode's description below. Well, that's all I have for today. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with another woman who could benefit from understanding her body a little better. And I also need you to remember that your health is not a secret. It's your story. So please own it. Until next time, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.